Hello, everyone. Welcome to the trip. I've got my man Tony with me. Welcome to the show. It's been I would say, good number of days for Arsenal. Football is getting player teams are leaving for uh, the preseason tours that they're on, so that's good. And we'll get into all of that and then some. Tony, how are you doing?
Doing a busy day. Went to the hospital for pre-admission testing before I have carpal tunnel and cubital tunnel surgery Friday.
Yeah, you got a little buzz happening on your side. I don't know what's going
And
on.
I'll figure it out here in a second. But someone there had to watch my neighbor's animals, so taking care of my two dogs, their three dogs, and five goats.
Five goats. All right. All right. You are a man of many talents, I guess.
The goats are bastards, Gary. They just don't listen and run all
The
around.
goats don't listen to you.
I'm not a goat whisperer.
You are not the goat whisperer. Yes.
I
The
wish
goats.
I wish I had my grandpa's talent. He was very good at roping, so
Yeah.
if I was
You're
gonna
getting a
like
little. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me or you, but definitely. I don't know what's up with
I'll check it.
if it's your. I don't know where the audio is coming from, but so often I hear. So I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully it goes away. All right. I was you were asking where is everyone, and I'm like, they usually show up once the show starts. I started the show, took a little time to get started. I was what was I doing? I was getting the show put onto Instagram live, I guess, or whatever. Yeah, so it's over there now. For some reason, I can't get it on Twitter anymore. I don't know if they've changed some of their rules or what, or they've asked. They said that you have to pay, but not pushing anything out to Twitter right now. So
You have to pay.
yeah, okay, yeah. So you got to pay to push it out, and then you have to pay to allow it to record. Crazy. Yeah. And our first
Is that
caller today is Brownie. Brownie joins us. Welcome to the
any
show,
better,
Brownie.
Gary?
What's that?
Any better?
Nope. Nope. Everything you said ended with a. So I don't know what that is, but while you figure that out, we're gonna and let Spencer in the building. Spencer, how are you doing?
I'm excellent on this rainy Monday night. But we're
Cool.
good.
Cool.
So
What
Yeah.
about now, Gary?
Yeah. Now, no buzzing, no noises when you speak.
So I went to
Outside of what you're saying, which is probably just as probably no level, no different than the buzzing.
oh, shut up, Gary. You love me.
Yes. So Spencer, what you up to?
Well, middle of a work week. Of course, I work the weekend, so I'm just all the days run into each other at this point. But I'm just trying to make it to Friday. That's all I'm trying to do at this point.
I heard that. Yeah, I gotta make it to Thursday. Friday I'm off. So, yeah,
Fair enough.
do a bit of traveling. So, yeah, yeah. Oh man. All right. As I was saying, and I guess we'll get into it because what else is there to talk about? You know, Arsenal after I guess against not against, but heard a lot of people talking about Arsenal being slow and all of this on their transfer business. But I think they got a really good player. What's going on here? Calafiori, Ricardo Calafiori, is pretty much, I think, outside of a physical and signing a piece of paper, an Arsenal player. And I believe, if I read that correctly from our in the nose or the top in the nose out there, Fabrizio, I believe it is. Uh, Calafiori is on the way to London for that physical and signing, and then jetting his way quickly to LA, I guess. So yes, I don't know what's going on here, but here is Mr. Tom is joining us over here. I don't know if he's going to join us on the show. We shall see. Oh, you know what, Mr. Tom? It was not it was not fine. He had to make some changes. For the first 4 minutes, it was a lot of Tony talking, and then there was a buzz. So,
Somehow it switched to my iPad microphone instead of the.
well, there you go. So he's got it working now. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't like to get it working for you. Maybe that's part of the problem.
It's just every time it boots up a different way. It's just weird.
Boots up a different way. Probably it is just a Thursday. Yeah, his audio doesn't like Thursdays. Maybe that's it. But we're getting back to some football anyways. Arsenal gets another defender. Well, actually, to start with it, they actually got a goalkeeper. They actually signed a goalkeeper, and then they got a defender. And if I asked you what we would need higher priority, what's the highest priorities coming into the season, it probably wasn't a goalkeeper and a defender. But that's what we do over here at Arsenal. We get better defensively, or at least solidify our defense pretty much every year. We've had at least five.
I just don't know how much better he is than Kivior. Kivior did fine.
I believe he's much better than Kiwior. Yeah, I think he's better than Kiwior.
Not being critical is our problem, and we get rid of a kid that was very critical.
You haven't got rid of Kiwior yet. He's still here.
No, the clinical striker that we're getting rid of.
What clinical striker are we getting rid of?
The one that scored 10 goals against Liverpool at 15 years old, and now he's going to.
The clinical striker who's been here for a year and he has control of his future. That guy, the 16-year-old, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he can pick where he wants.
He doesn't have to stay with Arsenal, and it sounds like Arsenal doesn't want to pay him, so doesn't want to pay him what he wants. So I don't know what more Arsenal can do. I am disappointed. Arsenal.
I don't think it's for pay. I think it's the not playing part, Gary.
He doesn't know that.
If you were 16 years old and had talent, you would flirt with everybody to see who's going to give you the most money on the face of the earth. Why would you not do that?
Yeah, and plus he doesn't know. Wait, is he going to go? He's going to go to Manchester United. Did you see their striker? They just brought in another striker, a young striker, right?
They brought in like five players that are 22 and under.
Yeah, so he's going to a team that already just brought in a striker the previous season. So he's not going into a better situation in regards to potential for playing time. My thing is Arsenal doesn't sell their program well, because these kids leave and then they go, and whatever Arsenal told them the truth was going to happen, guess what? It actually happens to them. They just get sold a bag of goods and they go somewhere else, and guess what? The same thing Arsenal told them would happen happens anyways, right? Amari Hutchinson, Arsenal said we'll keep you here, probably put you out on loan and see how you do, right? They didn't want to stay, went for the money. Guess what? Out on loan. Guess what? Has been sold. So Arsenal loses out on that, but that's because they didn't trust him, and they didn't trust him, and maybe he made a couple of extra bucks here and there, but I don't think it was worth that much.
Gary, how many kids have been called up and been playing? 0, so that kind of gives you 0 motive to stay with Arsenal.
You make it sound like everybody. How many players came up from your Manchester United recently, outside of Manu?
That's not the point, Gary. The point is
that is the point. That's what you just said. That was your point.
For 5 seasons, you get 1 appearance by Charlie Patino. You get the youngest player stupid stoppage minutes.
I'm just saying it's not like every team's bringing in multiple players every year. I'm going to say hello to a couple of people. You got me off on a tangent. We were talking supposedly about Calafiori, but then you want to go into a 16-year-old who wants more money, essentially. It's a dead window. The in the nose and media are trying to pull on. Yeah, they are. You know what? They're happening to keep the. Yeah, they are. What is it? Somebody said Fabrizio's keeps sending out the same message, just changing the paragraphs around. Yeah. Stefan has joined us. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I think was it PSR and FFP has, made teams a little bit more, efficient and controlled in what they do. Chris Nix joins us. Whoa. Let me finish what I'm doing. The Sasky Guna is in the house. Welcome, Moss. Miss Molina's here as well. Hey. Yeah, all's well. We're all doing good, I believe. Tony went to the hospital today, which, it's probably, just another day for Tony.
Yeah, it was just a test, though.
Yeah.
A checkpoint on the way home.
Yeah. So here we go. At the end of the day, youngsters who only what make 2%, only 2% make it that time. And now understand that the opportunity of making money arrives earlier, then they go for it. Yeah. So there you go. He went for the money. Arsenal was going to spend on him, but wasn't going to go that high. So there you go. Yep. In this day and age, kids take the money, right? Kids take the money. We got somebody in the background, but he's hiding his face. So when I see his face, I'll let him in. But Tony, you wanted to say something, or did you forget?
On the financial fair play, has it changed anything, Yuri? It's made teams overpay the players to sell to other players that are in financial troubles, and they get out of it because they inflate the prices of the players.
Part of me thinks that's part of a correction. Like the only way that was going to work is if you're selling and buying to teams in a similar situation as you, right? They were desperate, right? They need to get under the rule, the levels or limits, right? They had no choice but to sell to whoever could get, sell to them and vice versa.
I just don't understand how Newcastle was over when they had Champions League.
You don't understand how it works, though. That's the problem. Then has nothing to do with you. Like they were in the Champions League, but it goes. What is it? A 3-year period, right? So it's based on your financial status for a 3-year period. All right.
Cumulative average.
So it's not just what you did last year; it's what you did 2 years prior to that as well. Right. Arsenal has been in Europe for now 3 years, I think it is. So they've had a little bit of a boost there. Plus their revenue, I think, is a lot higher than most teams. So a lot of those things play into this thing. Champions League is just one of the parameters. Is my understanding there.
We're not done signing players anyway. I imagine we're probably getting a couple more big ones in.
Yep. Tony, if we're in one job earning 20K, if you continue working with them or another company owed you 20K plus a joining fee of 100K on top, then what would you do? Tony, what would you do? Somebody said, I'll pay you more to do exactly what you're doing now.
The only thing that's different on this is, and we're the caveat, Gary, 18 years old with not a pot to piss in.
True. And welcome to the show. It's Mr. Tom with his meaty men.
Go and read the line, Tom. Go and read the line.
All I see is big meaty men. I don't see what's on the bottom of that. So
probably slopping meat would probably be
probably don't need to see it.
Yeah, it's probably best that it's sitting in the dark there. Well, Mr. Tom, welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're all ready for some civil discussion.
That's what we do here, isn't it? That's what we do. Moss, you know it. Yeah. Back and forth. Modding. Oh, what is it back and forth? What other show is he on? Isn't it just on this one? Yeah. Yeah.
He's cheating on you, Gary.
Everybody would take that. Everybody would take the more money, right? Tony, would you take $5 or $10? Tony, what would you take?
It depends where you're the happiest at.
Tony,
18 years old.
Nothing else changes. I'm giving you $5 or I'm giving you $10. Which one are you taking?
Well, $10 right now.
Exactly. So you take the more money if everything's equal. Yeah, I think Arsenal will still get a fee for this youngster, but a small fee for that. Yeah, they get some monies, but not enough. Like they don't get all of the money. That's the problem. Like for me, like I said, Arsenal didn't sell their program to him where he thought it would be best to stay. Yeah.
But you
So
didn't freaking play, Gary.
that's why I'm saying there has to be a legitimate reason for them to stay. Like I
You
don't understand
scored
what's the
10
point of
goals,
having
9 goals,
an
7 goals.
academy if you're never going to use it? That makes no sense, right?
That's what I said. Why would any kid stay?
Yeah,
There's
that's on Arsenal. They are poor at doing their business.
5 years running the whole time Arteta's been there.
Yeah,
He hasn't
well,
went to the academy. Minus Charlie Patino for 5 minutes.
yeah.
The kid that was
Mr.
15
Tom,
and
can you tell Tony a little bit about that player Archie Gray, like how, the academy system kind of works sometimes?
Well, generally, most clubs only need to find one jewel in their academy, and it basically funds the academy for a long time, makes it a self-sufficient enterprise. As silly as that sounds, I know Tony knows this, but you asked me to tell him.
but we just sold somebody last year for
Yeah, we sold
40
Balkan
million.
for a lot of money, like it's similar money to what Archie Gray went for. And then on top of that, now we have a Saka who's worth what, 3 times as
How
much,
much did you sell Balogun for?
about 35, I think it was 35, 40. I don't know if that was euros or not, but
40
yeah,
million.
yeah,
In euros, was it?
probably in euros.
So still slightly less than Archie Gray went for pounds.
So we're talking about what, a 5 mil difference, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Which to put it into context is quite impressive for an 18-year-old that we played out of position for an entire season.
But it's potential. It's the same thing Saka did when he came in and he played as a defensive player, right? He ended up what? Where is he now? So we went to maybe his preferred position up top, right? Difference is we didn't have to buy him. A team didn't have to buy him and put him in the right position. Well, we'll see what happens,
I think
right?
Tottenham played him at centre back last week in a friendly, but
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to get the kid on the pitch, right? Saka just want to get him on the pitch, and then they once you get on the pitch, and you know what? It shows a little bit of determination and willpower and all that stuff when you put a kid on the pitch, and it doesn't matter where you play them, they shine anyways, right? That's what you want. It shouldn't always be, oh well, you didn't play me in my right position, so guess what? You're not going to get 100%.
Well, no, quite the opposite, because they want to work their way into being played at the correct position. They want to do so well. Basically, they're so eager to play. They'll play anywhere for a start. Like, you're not going to get, like, Thierry Henry started getting played on the left wing at Juventus, and then he couldn't wait to get out of Juventus for a year. Whereas if Thierry Henry was 17 and Juventus were playing him on the left wing, he'd go, "Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir."
Yeah.
Kind of mentality. But instead, he was like, "I want to go and play for Arsene Wenger," and I was like, "I really hope you don't, because I see some bad things in my team's future." But
You
still,
can't go back in time and correct that, Tom.
Yeah, it's Arsenal's fault, but maybe Arsenal maybe doesn't see him as that good of a player. This is the 100% profit thing that I don't get.
Yeah, no, it's true though, because if you've paid for a player, speaking like if you buy a player for 10 million, then in terms of profit and loss, like, you have to sell him for at least 10 million, which is a lot harder to do when you're getting down the line in a contract. Because generally players become worth less money the closer you get to the end of the contract. Whereas that is no such thing when you've got them out of your youth academy. For example, we were plus 40 million on Archie Gray, whereas whatever we sell Nonto for will go on top of the 5 million we paid for him. Which I know 5 million doesn't sound like a lot in the scheme of things, but it does when you're in the championship. Compared to, I mean, it's not really, you know what I mean. But
No,
we're
but
still
it's
going to make
good.
a profit on him regardless.
Yeah, and
The
that's
minute you
part.
buy a player, I mean, above the age of 18, it's not an academy kid. It becomes a depreciating asset immediately, unless you see him as someone that's going to be on your team for a long time.
Yeah,
Mm.
So
and
that's why
that's
even
been
the discussions
yeah.
about Trossard right now are valid to an extent. Although I think Trossard is part of our plans going forward and a valuable asset, but there is that thing that he's a guy that eventually you're not going to get much for at all.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what? You got a good deal for him at 25.
oh yeah,
When
absolutely.
you got him in.
That's just
So,
that example.
but like he's had back-to-back seasons of getting double digits in either assists or goals. I think that's a good return for what you got for 25 mil. If I told you 25 mil, this guy's going to guarantee get you double digits in goals or assists every year, then you'll take that, right? So,
Well, no, Gary,
know.
the actual return you got on him was he ain't the sole reason, but the reason you did invest in him was we want to get back into the Champions League. And it could be argued that is not argued, that is what happened. So essentially, you're not going to make a profit on him. It's very unlikely, but at the same time, you've made that profit based on qualified for the thing you bought him in to make sure you did in the first place.
True. And
Like,
he
Man
offsets
City
some
are
of
not
that.
going to make a profit on Haaland, are they? But they bought him to win the Champions League. So they're going to say that barring something really weird and bad happening between now and the end of his contract, they're going to say that transfer was an unqualified success as well.
Yeah, and it kind of offset some of the cost of Rice. People say the 100 mil is too much, and then people are looking at it going, well, the team looks better. Part of that is Rice. That's what we wanted. That's what we got. So yeah,
Spending money makes sense if you win. If you
Yeah.
don't win, then it just seems like a failed exercise. So at the end of the day,
winning creates lots of answers for questions, whereas losing creates more questions.
and it creates an easiness for separation as well. That's why Man City, like if they do sell De Bruyne to Saudi or whatever, well, they got a lot out of him. They won a lot of trophies. So they can live with him leaving, right? It's not one of these like, well, what if?
That's like us with Jesus. He's wanted in Arabia. So bye.
Yeah.
Go enjoy the 150-degree weather.
Yeah. It's also because
That's a good
transfer
point.
payments are spread out over 5 years of 10 million for a 50 million player. After 3 years, you want to sell, so there's still 20 mil remaining. Yeah. Yep. To break even. Yeah. But hopefully you've got some success from that. Just 1 second. You guys can continue. I'll be right back.
I tell you what's amazing about these new transfer rules. They're turning everyone into fucking accountant, pardon my language.
Everybody can do stocks on their phone, Tom. So everybody can do the stock market. Everybody's a broker.
We're sitting there going, you need to break even, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't doing this when I was 10 years old. I was just like, spend the money. I don't care how you get it, spend the money.
You're like football manager. Here you go. Just buy everybody.
To be fair, that's a great analogy, Tony. But to be fair, I'm notoriously stingy on Football Manager. Basically, if they're like, you've got 80 million to spend, it's like, no, I'm going to spend 10.
If you want to
go
see
to the staff Christmas party in virtual world and be like, have fun.
If you want to see stingy, you need to see Stan do his trades on FIFA. He's brutal.
I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories of him conning the computer. Fraud in other clubs, quite frankly.
Yeah. Brownie, what do you think? You know what? They said the same thing about what was it, the prince's wife, right? Catherine. Is she alive or not? Remember that? There's all the rumors about she's not even alive.
Did we find out whether she was or not?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she was at the Wimbledon, right, giving out trophies. I think she's alive.
It's kind of hard to tell whether she is alive. Like
she was at Wimbledon giving out trophies. Let's try this again.
No, Gary. Let's try this again. As I said, she may be president, but was she present? Or was she sat there like a porcelain doll in a dress?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna stick on that Biden thing, but let's move on. Yeah, clubs are, you know what? Clubs is, yeah. You know
Come
what?
on, come
You know
on,
what?
Tom. We know one of your favorite movies.
What is that?
Come on, Tom. There's
Weekend
two
at
of them.
Bernie.
Yeah,
Die Hard.
Weekend at Bernie's 2 is what Tom.
When have we ever discussed Weekend at Bernie's? That is not a thing. I've never seen it.
yeah, yeah. That's
Sounds good, Tom.
hopefully it's. I mean, hopefully the cancer's gone.
I know what happened though. To be
Yeah.
fair, but
All right. So she went to school in Canada. All right, Moss. There you go. See, there you go. There she is. She's on an island with Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. So there you go. You heard it. There's the man with the truth.
the jokes write themselves though, if I'm being honest, because basically, sorry, I'm not going to turn this into political fest. I'm sorry, Gary.
Yeah.
So, who are Arsenal in the market for, guys?
Oh, I think now it's Marino. Mikel's going out to get Mikel.
Who?
Yeah, Mikel Moreno, a midfielder. That's the next stop, according to In the Nose. So,
Oh, okay,
help us with our midfield.
I've got a question.
You have a question.
Who is Mikel Moreno?
Midfielder for Spain, or he plays for the Spain national team. I don't know where he plays for club.
He turned down.
We also see that.
I was going to say, it has to be Real Sociedad because every player in their team seemed to play for Real Sociedad for once.
Yeah. Oh, all right. There you go. See?
Yeah, well done, lads. Dan Marino.
Just trying to see where my dog is.
Here, Brownie, you know, I'll say this, right? People might not like American owners, things like this, but I love how my club, the owners keep their fucking mouth shut and you don't hear shit. Fucking, like, you know something's going down. When Fabrizio, and people have their opinions on him, but when he mentions my club and says something's happening, that's because they've told him something's happening, and that's it. It is, he ain't then going to turn around and then go, oh wait, this is off or this isn't happening. It's because they don't feed the rumour mill, which my previous ownership did nothing but, and would basically, we'd be linked to about 75 players and get 2 of them. Or my favourite one is, I believe it's 2014. When we were the club tweeted out, Twitter was new. So this is the first time we were stung by it. Basically, don't go to bed, stay awake. Big things are happening. That Leeds tweeted that out. And then it turned out, what did I get when I waited till midnight? Oh, we sold 2 players, 2 of our best players. And that was it.
Oof. Yeah.
So it's just, what did you say or do after that happened, Tom?
Well, he still stayed up past midnight because he does it all the time now, but he just stopped paying attention to that.
It was obviously getting me ready for coming on shows like this.
It was training back then.
I was notoriously disappointed, let's just say.
Yeah.
Come on, Tom. You know you're watching like Monday Night Raw or something.
It's actually not true, Tony, because in all truth, not to go on a tangent, because I know Gary's going to get a bit, oh my God, we're not talking about Arsenal for 10 seconds. Anyway, right. So, I used to always watch Monday Night Raw. My actual routine was I'd microwave a curry with rice, and I'd eat it at 2 a.m. because that'd keep me awake when Raw got a bit shit. Because it was shit for a long time. Anyway. So, but when it moved away from Sky onto BT Sports, which I don't have and won't pay for, basically I just stopped watching Monday Night Raw for about 3 years till we started doing the show.
You started watching it off my screen.
Oh, Russ is in the chat, which meant that Gary floated away. Feeding the narrative.
I wonder if Russ is still on my side of the world.
He must be because he's been active at this time. So
He's awake. Oh yeah.
he's been in the wrestling group chat. So
But anyway,
he's been there more in the last 5 days now than he is in like usually like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I will say one bit of business my club did. Sorry to interrupt, Gary. Please continue.
No, I was just gonna go, Brownie. This is all you. It has nothing to do with any platform or analytics or programming or anything. That's just you.
Oh, it's analytics, Gary.
Oh,
Analytics.
it's analytics based on you, Brownie.
It's basically it's like the old adage when someone like posts a photo on their Facebook or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, why did I get sent this? Why did I get sent this advert for a giant dildo?" And it's like, well, it's trying to basically focus on things you looked at.
Yeah.
So basically, if you're being shown adverts for giant dildos, it's because you look at a lot of porn.
Yeah.
But
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, Russ. I did not run away because I saw you. I wanted to quiet the dog because he was making noises with his bowl. So there you go.
The worst thing is you go to Walmart, use your credit card, so you already have your Walmart account, and then they say, here, take our survey, and here's what items you bought. Gift tracked.
There you go. Jordan has joined us. LFC fan. You guys have been pretty quiet, I think.
Leicester Football Club?
Leicester. Oh, yeah. There you go. Probably not. And Brownie puts his hand to his face, and I'm not sure why he did that.
Because he knows he's put his foot in it.
Yes. Oh, there you go, Tom. What's the weather like back home? Oh, where's Russ now?
Say that. It's actually been really warm here, Russ. Uncomfortably so. So you could have actually saved yourself a bit of money and just not gone wherever you went.
Oh, we don't know where he went?
Oh, he went. He's basically somewhere where it's really sunny because he sent me a picture of his feet, and I was a bit worried.
He sent you pictures of his feet.
Dude, you know when like you're on a holiday and you're on your deck chair.
Stop while you're ahead, Tom.
No. Well, I ain't good. I ain't done anything wrong. Sent me this photo where it's like, oh, bro, I'm on holiday. I'm like, I'm not giving you £5 for this picture. Like only Russ's.
Yeah, Russ's feet. For those who enjoy the feet fetish.
Only feets.
Only feets. There you go.
That's the one fetish I've never understood is feet.
Some people love feet, man.
Let's just leave it misunderstood, Tony.
There you go.
Well, in Tony's case, it'd be only foot.
Oh, only foot. Oh, Dominican Republic. Nice.
Tony, got a question for you.
The DR, as they call it. Yes.
Are you able to go into Foot Locker and steal a shoe and it actually be the correct one?
I think I know that I get it right. So.
See, this is Russ has gone there. I'm sorry, Mr. Tony. Yeah, I'm not even saying it.
Tony's so happy that we're not. Tony's so happy we've gone down this tangent.
Yeah.
The grin on his face, he's like, "Oh my god, Gary's gonna have a fit over this."
The grin on my face is just fucking shining through the window.
Fair enough.
All right. USA against Cuba tonight. Canada and the DR tomorrow. U20s. There you go. There you go, Russ. He's got a plan for you, Tony. If you're looking for shoes, let's head into a Foot Locker, try on the displays, and then walk out. Because you know what? What are you gonna do to a guy on the crutches or in a wheelchair rolling out of there?
You know what you should do if you really want to intimidate the staff? You should literally crawl in like Finn Balor, like when he's a demon, like crawl in on the floor, like with like sort of exaggerated movements, and then basically give me your shoe.
I thought you were going for a tongue and
Same thing. Same thing. In
And
fact,
can you
Yeah.
sell the other
do
ones too?
laughing. I'm going.
It's fucking
That noise.
noise.
That noise
What
you
is
make.
that?
Yeah.
Sounds
There
like
you
a Tasmanian devil or something.
So we went off on our tangent. Are we going back to football or football to
I'm
blah?
very happy to do so, but I was trying to distract you all from Arsenal for about a minute.
No, here we go. Here we go. I saw something. Somerville
I saw
is
something too, Gary.
no,
Six
no,
players Arsenal should sell.
no.
Brilliant.
No. Don't even look up. No. I saw Somerville might be gone. I forget who's looking at him right now.
Oh, so many teams are looking at him. West Ham, Fulham, Newcastle, possibly Everton. Everton also want not know. Basically, though, he's got a long contract. Therefore, same as last season, show us your money. We haven't got to sell him. We already just got 40 million. We didn't expect to get.
Oh, you knew you could have sold Archie Gray if you wanted to, though.
No,
That
what
was
I
like
mean
that
is,
wasn't a surprise though that you could sell him. I mean, that was everybody was expecting. You know what?
no
Somebody might want
one's
to go after him.
expecting that sale though.
I don't think that's a surprise that somebody wanted to go out and make the transfer
It was a
request.
surprise that we said yes to it.
Okay.
That is more my point. Like,
So do you get sell on?
No, he would not have been top of the list of players that I thought we would actually sell. I think it was surprising how quickly it happened after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
I figured Nonto and Somerville would already be scratching at the door, in the dressing room door at Wembley, to try and get out. But I don't know why I'm talking like I hate Somerville. It's not true. I just wouldn't be very sad to see him go either. Because in the games where I actually needed him there, he wasn't. Therefore, getting someone else who will be.
It's that consistency under pressure.
Being in a championship town, do you guys get a lot of sell-on clauses or not?
That's a good question. It's hard to, because a lot of our contracts are from previous regime and they're very poor. As in, well, we've got a lot of players at the club who can disappear if they want for a year on loan for free. Interpose. All they've got to do is pay their wages, which are ostensibly Premier League wages. But at the same time, it isn't giving up. It ain't putting money in our bank account.
Yes. So Ray joins us, and he has there you go, Tony. That's what you can do, right? You can go into a shop. You can pick out two shoes, different colors, same size. You can try them on. You can put the wrong side in the other box, and then purchase whatever size you need in different colors. And now you're styling. Ray, I think that's what he meant. And I don't know what the point of this thing is. But here's a fact for you. Only Uruguay in 28 and Italy in 34 have won the gold in football at the Olympics and then the World Cup a few years later. So what's the point of football in the Olympics? I don't understand what that, like, what? What is that? Like, that just means that's how competitive it is.
Well,
Yeah, right?
In 1928, I assume the Olympics were professional, as in the footballers. Like, I assume there was no age limit on football at the Olympics in 1934. I could be wrong, and it could turn out there was, but based on the fact that the same team won that and then won the World Cup, it would probably suggest to you or me that it was the same team that won both.
Probably not professionals though, Tom, because that's when they still said no.
No,
No
but what I mean is,
the
same players probably won the gold medal and the World Cup. Is more what I'm getting at.
Yeah, probably.
Whereas now the age limit kicks in, and like obviously got to be under 20. Is it under 23?
Yep, 20.
No,
Well, you can have.
You have an overage player.
You can have at least 3 or 4 players, I think, over the age, but that's it.
Yeah.
So.
Because apparently the Dominican Republic, they are, I believe they've qualified for the Football Olympics, and so naturally, if I was them, I'd be on the phone. I'd be like, Junior, come down and win a gold medal. I'm like, they ain't winning the gold medal. But I mean, I want my boy Firpo to be an Olympian, but I also want him to kill shit Ellen Road.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's a bit.
Does any of us watch Olympic football?
I have watched some of it.
I like the Olympics. It all depends on the timing, right? Because what I like to watch it live. I don't like to watch it like in the evenings and stuff when they show you the replays stuff. So luckily it's only whatever 5 hours apart. So
Just
yeah.
just
So
just
Tony,
get
look
on
out.
Peacock and watch it.
Yeah. So Tony, look out for the feats. The feats will be coming through.
My favourite memory of the football Olympics was in 1996 in Atlanta, because that Brazil team was outstanding. And then they went 3-1 up on Nigeria, and Nigeria won 4-3, because that Nigeria team was also outstanding. And then Nigeria beat Argentina. I couldn't believe it. I'm not saying like Lionel Messi played. He would probably been about 4 years old. Could be wrong, but
Yeah.
still, just fond memories, because it was all your favourite Brazil stars, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, like basically the Brazil team of 2002 were in the Olympic team of 1996.
Yeah.
But then all the Nigerians played with, like, they're probably 40, but their birth certificate, but they turned up and said, "Yeah, I'm under 23."
There you go. Yeah.
Kind of like some of those Brazilian players. They say they're 15, but they look 38.
There's a player who used to play for Lazio, and I can't remember his name, but it's famous photo go around the internet, because it basically, he looks like he's basically looks like the darts player Luke Littler, but he's like, he's like a 17-year-old player for Lazio. And it's like, there's no way this motherfucker's 17. This motherfucker's not a day below 40.
It's like when Wayne Rooney was out there at 16. He was a fucking 16. Look like he's 35, Tom.
Because he was balding or something, losing his hair, short hair. Yeah, I don't know.
I always thought he looked old.
Yeah, so there you go, Russ, you have an admirer. Spencer likes your pictures. I don't know. There you
I
go.
was terrified when he sent me that picture, but then he made up for it by sending me loads of Joe Hendry content.
Say his name.
A lot of what?
Joe Hendry content.
Don't
Just
ask.
say his name, Gary. Don't ask. Just
Don't-
say his
Okay.
name.
Don't
All right,
ask,
moving on.
don't tell, Gary.
All right, so moving on. All right, so that's right. There's breakdancing. There's breakdancing in the Olympics now for you guys who, I know Mr. Tom was a breakdancer. It was called
surprisingly good.
Triple T, coming down to the cardboard to do head spins. Yeah.
Yeah, I did some of that.
Is it because
I did the falling over part.
Is it because you're returned enough to spin in circles? Is they're easy?
Tony, you're one to talk about being fat, mate. Come on now. You might hurt my feelings a bit.
Dude, we're all fat. I don't understand what's going on with that conversation. None of us are sitting here buff, all right, Tony? That's just, dude, what's going on? Look in the mirror.
Gary.
Tony sat there like, "Oh, you're too fat to break dance." I'm like, Tony, you're the last person who wants to get into a fucking punch, what do you call it, Donnybrook over fucking personal grief.
How the fuck am I not breakdance, Tom? Come on.
You fucking spin in your chair. Watch the Olympic basketball in the Paralympics. You might learn a few skills, Tony.
Yeah.
Fucking Spencer.
Football at the Olympics.
Put him in timeout, Gary.
You called Tony?
Put him in a timeout.
Put who in a timeout?
Spencer / Joe Hendry.
I don't even know what's going on. I'm moving on. Should I
just get rid of a face?
London and Paris and Tokyo.
Oh, I can't. All I can do is change the name and the headline. That's all I can do. So, all I can't remove that picture unless I kick him out the show.
The fat pack for.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anybody got anything to say to
Funny.
Brownie? He did come back. I thought I scared him off.
Football at the Olympics has an age limit, so why haven't those players kicked on to winning the World Cup? Many of them would have, though, to be fair, Rowney. I suspect many of those players have won the World Cup.
Yeah. Think about it. And some of those players don't play in the Olympics because they played in the Euros, at least this year. All right. So if you're good enough to play for your national team, then you probably don't do that.
Yes.
U23s
Chris Nix. Chris Nix has got. That's the name of the player I was thinking of. Joseph Minala. If anyone can get a photo of that man and put it on screen, there's no way this man is 17. Daniel Amokachi was great, except when he signed for Everton. He was great for Nigeria in the 94 World Cup. I think he was good for them in the Olympics as well. They also had Nwankwo Kanu, if I remember rightly.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't look 40, but did he look, 16?
He definitely didn't look like a 16-year-old child.
Yeah. The
way he was bullying the Arsenal defence in that game.
Wow, these guys are going after it. See, Tony, what you did? All of a sudden, they all think we're fat because you said it.
You said we were fat.
To be fair, Tony said I'm fat, and then you outed all of us in one fell swoop, Gary.
Hey, Spencer didn't say he wasn't, so I can only assume that he feels the same way.
No, I mean I have my days. I have my days.
Yeah. I still have something we should do to Spencer, but
What is wrong with you? Leave people alone.
no, we just need a can of fleas. We throw it on the floor, then he won't sit on the carpet all the time.
He's supposed to be on the floor. That's where he deserves to be. That's why his wife put him there. He'll claim to say he likes it there. Nah, that's where you're supposed to be, on the floor.
Lie, this sofa's pretty crap, but
she's making excuses now.
She can't throw it away because her mother gave it to her.
You can't throw it away if it doesn't work.
Too much.
Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna finish off with Calafiori. We did start a little bit with it. He can play left back. He can play left center back. He can play, I think, on the defensive side in the midfield if you need him to.
So come three other players.
The photo of Joseph Minala. I found it. This man is supposedly 17.
Oh, I remember seeing a picture like that. Yeah. That guy.
On what planet are we supposed to believe this?
He he lived a hard life in the mines. The mines make you older than you usually are. So there you go.
How many lives did he lead in those mines?
I don't know.
He looks like a 55-year-old Brazilian farmer.
Yeah, that doesn't look 17. But anything else on Calafiori before we move on?
I've honestly never seen him play.
Me either. I didn't see Tomiyasu play either. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well,
bringing in a guy.
You're not going to see him this summer, Gary, because guess you didn't make the trip because he's injured.
Who? Oh, Tomiyasu.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Tomiyasu injured during practice. That's.
I mean, if Calafiori or whatever his name is.
You're calling calamari.
His name's Calafiori. Say it right, Tony.
Calamari.
That's your player.
When you
why are you making fun of your own player's name? That makes no sense.
When you start saying Arteta, right?
His name is Arteta. Leave me alone.
You call him Arteta.
So anyway,
you slur your words as well, buddy. So don't even try it.
I'm from the South.
Oh, so it's okay, even though you said it wrong. What's the difference?
I don't slur any words.
There you go.
What I was gonna say, while we're having grammar lessons here, as long as he can stay healthy, I think that's really what we're looking for at this point for that position, right? Someone that can stay healthy.
Very true.
You want quality naturally, but God, I need someone that can give me at least 38 games in all competitions.
Yes.
So we'll start with that, and then we'll go from there.
There you go. There you go. I don't know what this Davy Crockett, Tony Turner stuff is all about. We're moving on. Moving on. Brownie's seen everybody debut. He's
Brownie posted something about a 1986 Mexico World Cup. I think he's reminiscing, as we say.
Oh, why do you think he has that image he has up all the time?
The what?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Hmm.
Rowney, got a question for you relating to Mr. Amakachi.
Yes,
He scored twice at Ellen Road, but he didn't score against Leeds. How did that happen? Well, you can carry on talking, but
because he played for Leeds.
that's not true. Played for Everton.
Everton used their field. I don't know.
I know what you mean. I know Norwegian. I say it right. Erdegor. That's how you say it. You guys just don't like how it actually sounds when it's pronounced correctly. So there you go. That Norwegian confirmed that. So stop. Even worse with Russian club names. Oh yeah, I'm terrible with that. Got the best qualities of Kyrior and Zinchenko. Yeah, availability is one, and he's got. I don't know. Seems like he's got a better game on him than Kyrior. There you go, FA
Right.
Cup.
It is going to be interesting to see how that rotation works out, right? Once you get Timber, White, Saliba and Gabrielle, and then even probably Zinchenko gets potentially pushed away to the side, probably.
Yeah.
I would imagine. And
That's
then
so him.
Well, he can play in the cup
If you're-
games, early round of cup games, right?
I'm still interested to see what he does in midfield.
Not going to happen.
But if you're not going to do that, then move on from him at this point,
Oh.
right?
I've
Everybody's
been
been saying it.
interested in that for almost 2 years now. It hasn't happened. So.
Wow.
So, I mean, look at what's going on. Tommy Astor didn't make the trips. Tierney didn't make the trips. That's two people that would play left and right back that are already injured, and there's no games have been going on.
I'm going to screw this one up. Vingegaard.
It's Vingard. I don't know.
That can be Vingard. What happens? Is it silent?
Maybe.
Vingegaard.
I just made it up.
I would have thought it rhymed with something else. God.
Oh, you're just nasty. I don't know what happened. What's this all about?
There was a
So
fire at Bradford.
how are we to know if we said it right when
What was that? What was that? What was that? What word is that?
Was that your Tamatonga noise, Tony?
He was ramping up his haku.
I've done all my homework on the Bradford fire as I'm flying there next week to do a video about it and meet a few friends. Okay.
I've been watching
1985, I believe.
I've been watching Via and Chic and trying to do my best how to.
What? Sorry, I don't know. I speak English, but I don't know what that was. Somebody translate.
Via and Chic Octua. That's all you need.
What?
Oh, Sam Greenwood sent us that, Gary, at the weekend.
Oh, I don't know what he's talking.
He's talking about the Iron Sheik doing the Huck tour before about 40 years before its time.
Yeah, that's true. The kids stealing. Kids always stealing from the old timers.
Yeah, I don't think
Imagine
she
stealing
stole that
from
move
the Iron
from him.
Sheik.
Hey, you don't know what Iron Sheik's all about. You know what?
I really don't. I don't think he was about that life.
You don't know, dude. It's the ones that don't look like it are the ones that none of there's anything wrong with it.
So after it, he went, he ran number one.
He said, "Spit on that thing." That's what he said.
All right. See, now we go nasty. There we go, nasty. So you gonna be up, Mr. Tom, to watch the Arsenal match on Wednesday night, 1 a.m.
I possibly will. Well, that's not true. I'm not actually gonna watch a match remotely. I have no interest in it, but I will sit and wind you on.
Cool. Who knows what? Okay, here we go. Question, Spencer. lineup on Wednesday.
I don't even know who really went. To be fair, there was a bunch of youth kids.
Oh, do we have to go through this now?
I mean, I'm just kind of glad I didn't buy tickets for it after looking at the lineup they sent over. And they're charging a corner seat $125. And that's not including fees. Nope.
That's one of the biggest rip-offs ever. Admin fees.
Ah.
The amount of
Oh, yeah.
times I want to sit and go break down what the admin fee actually pays for. I want a full breakdown. Why can't you just lie to me and put it in the cost of the ticket?
I got one for you right now. My local
Because it goes
minor
to
league
the
baseball team, you can
Ticketmaster
literally
COO gets all that money.
What?
my minor league baseball team, you can literally go to the box office and the bare minimum ticket is like $17. But the same ticket ends up being like $22 on Ticketmaster with like $8 in fees.
Mm, mm.
And there's no fees at the box office. It's a complete ripoff.
All right, so here we go. Goalkeepers: Hine, Setford, Ligard, and Rojas. Which one you think is going to start for us?
Oh, Hine.
All right. White, Zinchenko, Timber, Nichols, Kirior, Heaven, and Rarick.
Probably
TBOR.
keep well. Probably Kivior, definitely Timber. Was Gabrielle's name on there?
On the back line? No. No, they're
All
not,
right, here we go.
they're not
All right,
arriving
cool.
till later.
All right, so this is White definitely, Timber definitely, Kivior definitely. I mean, maybe I don't know.
There's Zinchenko, Nichols, Heaven, and Rarick.
Probably Rarick or maybe even Zinchenko. I mean, so that's just a horrible. I mean, what are you going to learn from this? You got Carl Hines starting keeper. What are we going to learn? Carry
Well,
on.
you still need to. Still need to put him out on loan. So hopefully you learn a little
Yeah.
bit. All right,
Yeah.
midfield. This one has got got Partey, Jorginho, Rosiak, Lewis Skelly, Erdegaard, ESR, Vieira, Nweri, Salah Edin Ulad, Mahan,
Got an idea.
and Jimmy Gower. What's that?
I think you should loan Hine to Cardiff to make up for Randerson. Because you gave Cardiff a duff keeper when you gave them Randerson.
I don't know
So
why
you should
they. Why
actually
would
give
you?
him a
Why
good
would they
keeper.
accepted him? That's the part. That's where you need to probably ask the question.
Find out.
Eesh.
Look at his bank account for that one.
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably going to go Partey. You're probably going to try to show off Smith Rowe to potentially find suitors.
And Erdegaard then.
Probably a little bit. Probably
Yeah.
going to play him.
All right.
Because
So
that's a very weird lineup. It just, I don't know. Who are they playing first over there? It's
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Oh, this is the game.
This is
Where's
the midweek game. Yeah.
Is
so it's not the
Bournemouth
big
in
one.
LA? They're playing them in LA.
They're playing both games in LA. One's in the small stadium. One's in the big one.
Okay, yeah. No, I imagine you could probably go a little bit more. You could probably see in Worry. Well, there we go. Some of the young bucks playing, I think, for that,
Yeah.
and then go on to the forwards, I guess.
Yep. And in the front line, Trossard, Nelson, Sacco Jr., Jesus, and Nketiah.
I think Eddie's on the way out, so I imagine he probably plays this one.
Eddie
Just like don't forget, Balogun played the game before he got sold. So I think they would be more willing to risk Eddie than they would be Jesus. But I don't know, man. That's such a tough. That's not much to really pick from, honestly. I mean, do those options give you the warm fuzzies?
What are you saying? Trossard and Jesus can't be starting on the front line and be a.
I'm thinking about the whole team, though, Gary. I'm not just thinking about that. I feel like the front, if there's any strength, that front line, you could roll with Jesus. You could roll with Trossard. Yeah.
I'm thinking of this.
He played the cup game, right? Then he played the we had Sego play one of the cup games, or was it Champions
Yes, Sacco
League?
Jr. did.
Yeah, Sego Jr. there. So, we'll see. That's
There you go. And
well, and Ray's right. Ray's absolutely right.
yeah,
Price of success is 8-9 absentee players. Absolutely, he's not wrong on
yeah.
that. 100% right on that.
So Moss has got his lineup similar to yours on that back line, except for Lewis Skelly, Partey, Fabio Erdegaard, and then ESR, not in midfield but up top, playing a wing. So there you go. And where did Nweri play?
He played 10, I think.
And Jesus out wide then, huh? No.
Hopefully, lots of blind fans bought tickets to a game because
Yeah.
if not, you're gonna be really disappointed.
Yeah, it's crazy to spend all that money. I mean, I bought like 4 tickets for the one, and I sold 2 of them. Made my money back actually when I sold it. So that's what happens. Our normal keeper and reserve keeper was injured at the time. It was a loan deal. One of them got fit early. I don't know. I just saw them. I missed something.
It's
Unpopular opinion, but these preseason tours on big tournaments don't make much sense. The traveling portion of it.
Yeah. Well, you're hurting your players eventually, essentially, right? The ones that as long as you don't, if they don't go, then it makes sense. But the problem is you want them to go at some point. Mr. Tom, what do you think? There's a question for Mr. Tom.
Okay.
Mr. Tom, what do you think about the links of Eddie to Marseille?
I can see why Marseille would make such a decision because, of course, they want a striker with great esteem who can beat up on teams the standard of Sheffield United. Why would you not want a player that makes Sheffield United quiver in their boots? But at the same time, I'm worried about Eddie because they're putting him next to a sex offender. Because he'll be playing alongside Mason Greenwood. And it'll be like, when like you put 2 English people together in foreign soil, they naturally gravitate together because they probably the only person the other one can speak to. But then I'm a bit worried that the only person that Eddie could speak to beats up his missus. And before people go, you can't say that legally. I mean, you all saw the footage. I don't care. Just because you were not proven guilty in court doesn't mean you didn't do it. We all saw the footage. We all saw the thing on the phone. Like, I wish I could hit the back of the net harder than he hit her.
Yep.
It's alright. He ain't watching this. He's too busy being a sex offender. It's fine. I don't even know if I'm using the right terminology there, but still, don't get angry at me. Get angry at him for doing it. Sorry, what was you saying, Tony?
Doesn't matter.
No, of course it matters. You're entitled to your say on it and on most things.
You actually remember it, and now you don't want to tell us. What's up with that?
You forgot, haven't you?
Sorry if you forgot. Jet lag alone. I don't know. Yeah.
No,
If Eddie goes there and hits 10 goals, what's up?
What I was saying is, what was wrong with playing 3 games at Emirates and calling it a day? You got your warm up against 2 or 3 pretty good teams.
Hey, the owner of Arsenal deals in real estate and making it worth more than it was when he purchased it. So that's why.
He's having the Olympics in the fucking thing. How much more money does he need to make?
More. That's kind of what rich people do. Money makes money, dude. You know this.
Olympics, Super Bowl, WrestleMania. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't need Arsenal pre-game out there. Come on.
And we're in soccer spot. All right. I hear that. And
Tom's not defending me here.
Tony, sorry, I'm not even listening. I'm just replaying the things I just said about Mason Greenwood. And I doubly agree with myself based upon re-listening to it in my own mind.
Yeah.
If
You
anything,
know,
I double down on it.
I'll say this: I didn't see any of that stuff. I don't think I really needed to see any of that stuff.
You
And,
replayed the domestic abuse in your head, Tom.
The aftermath, yeah. I mean, I wasn't physically there, Tony.
So,
I
yeah.
Or in house.
You could have been hidden in a pot, peeking your little head up.
All right, nonsense.
It's Tom.
And just
How small
when
do
it
you
take
think
you to
I
court-
am? Like, you think I can live in a pot?
Why did it? Why?
Ray said you look like a scruffy little leprechaun.
No.
Blame
So
Ray.
there you go. Moss tells you where it is in Carson.
You can't remember something that you wanted to say about 3
Hey,
minutes
Rosie,
ago,
welcome to the show.
but
I
you
did
remember that.
remember.
Yeah.
I did remember.
But you chose not to say anything, and then when you forget, you get pissed off that we didn't let you speak. So how does that work?
No, I was mentioning very much cup is what I was mentioning,
Spencer.
which we just finished talking about.
What?
Tony. All right.
So to recap this, Tony's calling Tom small.
Oh,
Tom's
so you
calling
went.
Tony
So you went from
fat.
calling him fat to now small.
Gary
Tony.
called us all fat.
Yeah.
That's true.
I did call us all fat, but he called you fat. I just was just spreading around the insult.
I'm not. I can't get upset because it's true, but at the same time, Tony threw a lot of stones from within his glass house.
Yeah.
Without insurance.
If a certain person didn't have
Yeah.
fat copyrighted, I would leave it with a PH stamp. But
It's fat.
Hey, Rosie, always let we men on the show, man.
The main event for Thursday night's Full Nelson
man.
is going to be Tony Turner versus Tom. So
Yeah, Alonzo is saying hi. Hey, Alonzo, what up? Vote for Tony. Oh boy, for what? Anybody voting for
everybody
Tony?
else dead.
What do you stand for, Tony?
Stand for hilarity.
You stand for what?
Hilarity.
Hilarity.
Hilarity. Again, you know what it sounds like? It's like the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos. Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
We should watch the Kansas City Chiefs play the Buffalo Bills, Tom.
Yeah. Hey, some people say. Hey, some people say the Premier League's a farmers' league now, right?
Spencer's a proven fat
we man still parking up. Yeah, he does that.
I don't like it when people call leagues farmers' leagues. It's annoying.
Why is that, sir?
See, look, Stefan is trying.
Well, because it gives farmers bad names.
Yeah, if we have to get our food from farmers, but on top of that, people that are making the comments couldn't even play. So I mean, it's just it's meant as a diss that it's kind of like throwing that. Never mind, I'm gonna get myself in trouble. But it's just
imagine getting paid not to farm.
It's just a pointless argument, in my opinion, because it diminishes what the winner's done.
Yeah, but that's what society does. It builds people up to diminish them.
Yeah, there's no reason to build you up, not to knock you down. Come on. You know how this thing works.
Naturally, but we don't have to play the game, do we?
We don't have to play the game. But it still sucks that, City keeps winning these trophies, right? Somebody needs to stop it. And I'm blocking them. I'm blocking them.
Who?
No, moving on.
Oh, no. Alonso has made some great comments.
No, Alonso is terrible.
He included.
He wants all of this praise and stuff, and a man brings that stuff to the table. Nah.
What praise does he want?
He wants lots of praise for everything he does.
But Spencer,
what does he do?
Spencer, they are farmers' leagues. When's the last time a French team besides PSG got into the last 16 of a Champions League?
Literally during
Good,
COVID.
good luck finding all that.
Marseille made it to the Final Four, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I don't know. You want to read this one, Tom?
Hey guys, you hear the pub team, which was created by pub goers in Gibraltar, isn't called Magpies. I know them from Football Manager. Anyway, they supported Newcastle. That was 13 years ago. Now they've qualified to play Copenhagen in the Champions League.
There you go.
Did they win the Gibraltar League last season then? That makes sense because my creator club on Football Manager destroyed everyone. Team Tom.
Yeah. Tony for Reap. Oh boy, I don't know about that. Talk to the mic. I don't know. Yeah.
Because he talks to his hand, Gary. He goes.
Tony's popularity rating just went up to 39%. Right.
It's still a lot higher than a lot of politicians. 39% is good.
Yes. Oh man.
Did Russ mention feet again? Is that what he was commenting?
No, I didn't. You have mentioned it. You keep mentioning stuff. Yeah.
Gary, Tony the Footmaster.
Yeah.
So Gary.
Yes, sir.
Let's go back to what I mentioned earlier. 6 players that need to leave Arsenal. Let's see if you agree with them. I know you're not.
I don't think that. You know what? This time around, I don't think there's 10 now. So I always say there's like 10 players that got to go. I don't think we have 10.
Did you say 6?
That's why we have 6. You got
This is the exercise Tony choosing to do.
Aaron Ramsdale, Kieran Tierney. He still plays for us. That's copy. Thomas Partey. Gary will have a problem with that. Emil Smith-Rowe. Fabio Vieira, a.k.a. Teabag. And Reece Nelson.
You're keeping Nketiah? Did you say you're keeping Nketiah?
No, I didn't say keeping Nketiah.
You're keeping Tavage? Or is it... Which one is it? Tavage or Lakanga? One of them is potentially coming back.
I think they're both pretty much done deals.
They got well. One's like closer to being a definite buy. Another one is like, maybe. Yeah,
it's just like we keep kicking the can down the road with these guys. It's like Kieran Tierney. It's like, let's go out on loan. Let's go out on loan again.
I don't know if he's going to get out on loan this time. Maybe we should give him a loan.
Then 3 years later, we buy out their contract. It's like, why don't you just tear up a contract? Let them sign a hefty sign-on fee to a team to go with and be good about everything.
Yeah. All the players you named would be good to go, but you know what? If we need to, like Partey, when he's healthy, is all right.
When's that, Gary?
It's not 20. It's not 24 games in a season. It's like 10 to 15.
Has Zinchenko, Tomiyasu, and Tierney all been healthy at the same time?
Have they been healthy at the same time? No, and that's why it's okay. We never had. We always had somebody available. So there you go.
I don't know. Does any other team have this many chronic injuries, Tom?
Sorry, what?
Pay attention to the show instead of shoving food in your mouth. I said, does any other team have injury problems like Arsenal does? This
you don't have injury problems. What are you talking about?
That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said the other teams have injury problems like Arsenal.
Yeah. You're probably not even near the top of the list.
No, like we're saying like 5 or 6 players that are just struggle to make 20 games.
We had a player that was out for 2 years with a broken leg.
Hey, Chelsea's had Reese. What's his name? Reese, whatever his name is, Reese James. He's
Yeah.
been
Well,
injured for the
and
last at least
Tony
2 or 3
asked the
years.
well,
Same
Tony asked
guy, same
question.
problem,
Do
right?
other teams have this? Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Well, I can only get a foot massage.
Yeah. All right, Tony. In a former life,
I wish I could too, Alonso.
did you work at McDowell's in the film Coming to America?
Nope.
What is it? Next, I'm working fries. And if I do good, I'll be assistant manager. That's where the big bucks start coming in.
Who tried to hold up McDowell's?
Hey, Samuel, man.
I see you know your culture well, Gary.
Gary's culture.
Yeah. Was it Marcio? coming back?
Gary, did you make it through the terrible sequel to that movie?
Oh, I think I did watch it, but do I remember it? No. So that's how memorable it was.
Oh my god, I can watch that now.
Mm-mm.
So I just realised. I've got
don't know what's
Amazon
going on.
Prime. I can now watch Coming to America too, or whatever they call it. Excuse me.
There's no Scottish teams that have played Rangers beginning with the letter M. All right.
Come on now. Got to get up very early, try and catch us with that one, man.
Yeah. Oh, here's one for you, Mr. Tom. Go on.
She's all right, thanks.
Bargav joins us. Welcome to the show, Bargav. Oh, man. It's a joke time. It's joke time. Nuno went Lazio and Sambi Sevilla. And Sambi probably could have been sold to whoever wanted him, but he didn't want to go there. So now he's on loan. So that sucks.
Our perpetual loan system.
Alonso's
sucks.
got what's going on, Alonso? Nobody's leaving because you showed up. Nobody's arriving when you leave.
When I actually read that, I actually said, but no one heard it. Because you were all talking amongst yourselves. I did actually say, that's funny, because I wish I could do the same thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's mean. That's mean. That's mean.
You did not say that out
What's
loud.
good, guys? Hey, what's
I
good?
did say it out loud.
What's good? Hey, what's good, guys?
Rewind back to when it actually first came up on the thing.
Oh,
I
good.
definitely said it.
Yeah, we're all good, Bragav. We're
I'm
just
doing
chatting
your
here.
best, Tom.
Oh yeah, we talked about Calafiori and then we talked about Cheeto Martin, even though Tony didn't like that he's leaving. Liverpool had Thiago. All right.
When you lack clinical players, when you got a guy that scores multiple goals, you give him a chance.
Yeah. And if you don't want to stay, then how do you give him a chance?
He was with the team last year, Gary. Did he have a chance?
So a 16-year-old was going to come in and play for us last year, Tony. Did you know he was going to score all those goals when he came in for the first year with the team,
Gary,
Tony?
do you know who you're talking to? This gentleman was able
Gary,
to
Tony
identify.
knew he was going to score 7 goals in a game. That's in the last
Tony
season.
identified CM Punk at Clash at the Castle.
I did.
Kick.
I want to
knew
play
this?
back my audio of that shit because I nailed it.
Tony did not know Cheeto Martin was going to score all those goals before Arsenal did.
Yeah, but Gary, you had him.
See? Even Punk can make.
There you go.
Fuck Phil.
Alonso, who are the 2 football players on the ring? I can't wait for wrestling. All right.
Caught me off guard. Phil.
What happened?
Tony has this like
That
extreme.
son of a bitch is probably on the TV right now.
I mean, see how bitter he is.
See, finding
because he's-
another way to fuck over Drew McIntyre.
Tony,
It's
it's not
still
real.
pretty little-
It's not
With
real.
his-
Still real to Tony.
With his shitty little red, white, and black fucking Converse.
Mm-mm.
Tony, it's not real. This is a drill.
Yeah. Partey looks great in practice. Yeah, I just want to see it in games. Let that man rest. Play him. Get everything you can out of him, and then because he's gonna get injured. I reckon Ray was a customer. Soul will let your soul glow. Looks like Lonzo's gone. Good night.
Ray is doing a. He's up to something because he's promoting Tony as some politician, which tells me there's an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
What,
Tony?
I think he's trying to get me a free agency. Tom is trying to steal me away from the full Nelson.
Steal you
You know
away
what?
from.
You know what, Tony?
You know what? No. You know what? No. Tony, I'll drive you. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Tom?
Tony's like, oh, you're going to be in the transfer battle to keep me from leaving the full Nelson. It's like, mate, I'll pay any channel on YouTube to take you off my hands.
Oh man. Yeah. Lonzo's out. Yeah.
Sorry, what's his name again? I forgot.
Yeah. No, Russ has a question here. Tony, you want to answer for me since you're probably going to answer anyways?
Sure.
How do you feel about all the Arsenal youth players leaving with absolutely no direction given by Arteta?
See, that's the whole thing Gary won't answer. He's like, they're getting money for this guy.
The first thing I said is I don't think they're selling the program correctly, Tony. That's the first thing I said. Try again.
The program is dollar bills, y'all.
So, Tony, tell me where I didn't talk about what they're not doing right.
Somebody got it.
Tony.
You're skipping
Tony,
it, Gary.
First thing I said was you got to sell the program. Why do they want to leave and go somewhere and do the exact same thing, Tony? You were here for all of this.
Right.
Yeah,
Can we repeat it again?
But now you're sitting there grilling me on what 16-year-old makes it through. Arsenal has the youngest player that's ever played for a Premier League, so they could have played him last year. No excuses.
He's on the tour right now, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You can buy tickets for $250 to see a youth team play another youth team.
Tony.
That is not fucking true.
That is true. It's true.
That is not true.
When the show finished, he turned around and went, I knew it was CM Punk.
Yeah, Tony does that. Tony always has the answers after the fact.
I have them during the fact if you guys would fucking pay attention.
Well, you never said it.
Instead of talking about the pay-per-view, fucking Tom, Spencer, and Stan were talking about other shit. And I'm like, look, it's Phil. And you guys fucking miss Phil and his greasy fucking hair and his black, white,
Rosie comes
red
with the joke.
shoes.
Mr. Tom, you want to read the joke?
A survey revealed last week that humans eat more bananas than monkeys. It's true. I can't remember the last time I ate a monkey.
There you go. It's true.
Do you want to know a fact, Gary?
Tony's facts, everyone, coming up.
Tony's fact of the week.
Go, Tony's fact of the show. What up? Tell me.
How many species of bananas are edible?
How many species of what?
Bananas are edible.
How many species of bananas are edible?
Man, who cares?
One, Gary. One.
Cool.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
the fact that you brought to the table?
It's the fact that there's only one type of banana.
No, there's multiple types of bananas.
Is one of them your penis?
You know what? Let's move on before it gets nasty.
Yeah, I already did. Tom said peanuts.
There you go. Tony's taking over for Biden.
That's what he wanted us to infer, I suspect.
No, I just came up with a random.
Tony, look,
fact.
your rating's going up. It went up 2.5%, or 2.7.
Is this under the Trump theory of like you can say whatever you want and someone will still vote for you?
Anders joins us. Welcome to the show, Anders.
Hello, Anders.
It's been a while since I've seen you on the show. Welcome. Thanks. Tony talks a lot of sense, and that's what you know. What, Tony? This is the imagination and fairyland stuff that Stefan brings to his writing. Tony talks a lot of sense.
Yeah, he likes it, Gary.
Yeah. Spencer, answer the question.
I don't know. What is the question again, Russ? I normally pay attention, but I don't know. There was a lot of subjects that were discussed in the last.
This is the one that he asked last. So,
Gary,
yes,
how
sir.
do you feel about the Arsenal youth players leaving with absolutely no direction given by Arteta? Sorry, or as Richard Keys called him, Arteta.
Arteta. I don't have an opinion on that.
Yeah.
Because when I read that, I mean, where's that coming from?
Just answer the question. It doesn't come from anywhere. It's just a question.
I just don't know how true that perception is.
It is.
How many players have left this season?
We discussed it earlier. If you're an 18-year-old, your job is to go find the most money for someone that wants to pay for your services. If Arsenal aren't going to offer them the most money, then they're going to go somewhere else.
Well, if they're 16.
They're going to go do that also. If you had a 16-year-old son, Tony, we talked about this, and he had a talent, you'd want him to go find the most money for his ability.
No, Tony would want him to take a pay cut.
That's
right,
true.
Tony?
That's true. Tony liked his college football players when they weren't making money. They did it for the love of the game.
In Oklahoma, they weren't making any money?
They were getting $500 car washes, Gary.
Oklahoma. Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's not saying anything now. Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
your mother needs a house. There's a double wide. Fucking hours later, Gary.
Very
true. You know all about
Barry
it. You know all
Switzer
about it.
Fuck around.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
like your Florida Gators.
Fact check, Tony. No, he opened his mouth. We already know if it's a fact or not.
Not like your Gators weren't cheating in the 80s. Come on, Mary.
They weren't cheating.
I don't think any youth player, 16-year-old, is not going to look at Arteta and not feel convinced to stay. I mean, if they don't stay, it's because someone else paid them more money.
Yeah.
They leave because they don't fucking play, Spencer. If you don't play, you're not going to stay.
But it's about money.
You're a football player. You want to play football.
Look at Tony. Look at the college football game right now.
They need experience.
Yes. And these kids want all the NIL money they can get. That's what they want.
What I didn't know. What didn't I know? Uh-oh.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, Tony, your rating's dropping.
Allegedly.
He won't answer the damn question. There you go.
I answered it. Spencer won't answer a fucking question.
I answered it, Tony. You just don't like the answer to my question. That's what's going on.
Or yeah, you might have a point.
Funny enough, speaking of Steiner maths, I have Joe Biden's resignation letter right here.
Oh no.
Do you want me to read it out?
No, because it'll take you like 15 minutes.
That's all right. We don't need to hear it. No, you said you don't want to politics. Now you want to read some politician's letter to us? Nah.
I imagine it's really not what the letter is.
Yeah.
That's 33 and 1/3 plus 5.6.
Yeah.
Equals.
Spencer was on the money. It's not the actual letter, guys. It was really apt that Russ mentioned Steiner maths. Because it's basically the Steiner maths speech.
Yeah.
But in Joe Biden.
Yeah.
On Joe Biden's letter.
Yeah.
So he can
answer the question. Yeah. Like I said, I feel Arteta, Edu, and Per Mertesacker aren't doing well in the academy.
That's
Okay,
actually a
so-
rare good idea
okay,
from
so I wanna
Stefan. Michael Jackson should read Joe Biden's letter.
No,
With Dynamite.
no. I'm not.
You could
no.
argue that they did just fine with the Academy. They took Balogun and made a $40 million profit on him.
And supposedly,
literally-
and according to
we just
Mr.
talked about
Tom,
this earlier in the show.
that 30 mil is pretty much pays for the Academy. So there you go.
Could it be better? Sure. Anything
Yeah.
could be better.
Yeah.
It's not
If
good
it was
because
better,
they don't
Tony,
use them.
Tomorrow they'll let the Premier League will come out with a rule saying
Did-
Arsenal can play with
did-
12 men on the field, not 11.
Do you want to know a stone hard fact? Saka would not be in the team if Arteta was the coach when he was first offered the job and turned it down before Emery took it because he wanted to play the fucking youth player.
But we don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
You don't know that because it didn't happen.
But what youth player has broken into the team since Arteta's? Nobody, Gary.
The situation was different back then when Arteta came in.
Go look at that lineup from 2019, Tony. If your life depended on that lineup, you would be dead. Go look at this lineup nowadays.
Go look at the lineup in fucking 2012 when they're making.
But that wasn't the
2012.
argument.
Go look.
Yeah.
When
I
we
don't.
were
I hear what you're
advancing
saying,
in the
Tony, but I
Champions
don't.
League, so we had
think so.
horrible players.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were putting out more than they were worth. Or
Right,
leaving
I have
it.
to pop off to little boy's room.
No.
No fucking Michael Jackson or
No.
Mr. Hanky or
Yeah, you stay right here. I want to see your face. Don't you take
You know
your.
what?
Don't
Oh,
You
wait.
do that.
No.
You get the CM Punk kicks too.
No.
Say his name, and he appears.
No. What's going on?
no.
I'm not even putting that up, Russ. That's a bad word. Jordan's still here, people. Stop making fun of him. We didn't say anything. Didn't say anything, really. And what is that face? I don't even know. Who is that, Tony?
That's somebody you don't need to know who it is.
Okay,
Gary.
that's good. All right, that's good. Tony, what do you think of Callum Chambers signing for Cardiff?
I miss O'Callum. I miss his curly locks more though. I'm sure Brownie will enjoy him in Cardiff.
Oh, I just
Gets to
saw a
come home.
score line. It looks like Jamaica lost. Oh, that's U21s or whatever. Yes.
They're probably rebuilding the island, Gary.
Yeah. Alonso is not around. Alonso said he said good night. I don't know if that's work or not or play or what, but he's off. So,
He's
Mr.
off
Tom
to the races, Gary.
is off to the races. What do you mean?
I don't know. That's what you say when somebody's out of here. They're off to the races.
I just heard Gary read out a comment about him looking for Melina. What?
Huh?
I don't know what that is. What that means. All right, it is. So we lost. Do we actually lose Mr. Tom? Lost.
I'm here.
Spencer's there. So there you go. That's where it said you were mute, and then I heard you speak. So that's weird. All right.
Yeah, I'm clicked mute.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
do it really
good
fast.
night, Tony.
Tony, you ready to go to sleep? Everyone.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. It sounds like we're gonna get out of here. First up, sounds like it's Tony. Tony, say good night to the people.
Good night, everyone. And Spencer, you're dead wrong. You've set up Stucks. And good night, everyone.
All right. Spencer.
Fuck Joe Hendry.
I just heard that I was right. I appreciate that. Thanks, Tony. Thank you everybody for coming by tonight. It's been fun. I didn't know what we were going to talk about really tonight because there really hasn't been much news. It's kind of all speculation at this point. And the U.S. tour, like I said, the lineup's a little youth heavy, which is good opportunities, right? Which at the end of the day good opportunities for guys to get actual game time. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, we find a couple gems in the rough. But other than that, enjoy your week. I may be around Saturday. I know Gary said you're going to be traveling, so it'll probably just be me and Tom, and possibly, hopefully, Sam Greenwood or maybe Russ Morgan. You never know. You never know who might
Maybe
show up.
this guy. I was awake last time.
Tony,
Where?
you're never awake. So
I was awake.
You were awake. You didn't watch the show. So
He was
let me
awake
get this
because he
straight.
was
Let me get this
sending me
straight. You were
bullshit
awake.
beforehand.
You could have been on the show, but you didn't even watch the show.
I was in the chat.
I went to bed at that time, Gary.
You just said you were available. Now you're saying you're not available.
I was available.
No, you just said you were asleep. Make up your mind. Which one was it?
I said I went to sleep.
Oh, all right. Yeah. All right. Tony has gone to Netherlands. I think Joe Biden. Oh boy.
That was Tom went to Neverland because
I remember being in a panel a few weeks ago, and what?
Read
Oh,
that.
I don't know what happened there. Gary, we beating Miami, right? Yes, sir. Hey, you know what? The Gators would be, or I think, if we hopefully we beat Miami. This is like the Gators have the worst, the most difficult schedule.
Bargav get the new game.
did you ever find Gator, Gary? That's the
Find
important
Gator? You mean
question.
my dog? That's in my house?
Hey, you said you couldn't find the little guy.
That's not what I said. Yeah. Rosie, I don't know. I didn't see. I don't think I saw that. Oh, you read a comment out that Alonzo posted about Melina?
Yeah, it's nothing. I'm looking at
Okay.
it right now.
All right. I don't.
It's just it says funny when I come, Melinda leaves.
Oh, that's yeah. You know
Yeah.
what? That
Okay. If that's controversial, then
he said
clearly-
worse things about me. So if that's what if you're talking about Rosie, that's all right. That's all right. He came on the show one time when I left, so there you go. I think it was even my
He's
show. So, are we not do a post Gary show? I don't know. We might post Gary show. Such a money grab this year. Yes. All right, so we're gonna get out of here, Mr. Tom. You want to say anything before we get out of here? All right. How's this
Well,
working?
I was going to do the Michael Jackson thing, but it seems massively inappropriate at the moment. So, well, because the word creepy has appeared in the chat a lot, and it's not for me to say whether it's justified or not. But would they be really weird if then the word creepy is cropping up, and then I'm standing going, "Hey, everybody, I'm Michael Jackson," or whatever.
Yeah, that ain't gonna go well.
I hear that.
And you were wearing a shirt about
Oh.
meat slapping.
Okay. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, Miss Elena, you're always welcome here.
Yeah.
I don't believe he meant anything by it.
Yeah.
From what I know of Lonzo, but maybe his wording was wrong. But
Melina, just watch him on streams and tell me what you think. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome here. Don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all
No, we don't want you to feel uncomfortable though if you are Miss Melina. So yes. We single out Tony because he's Tony.
But again, I don't watch 95% of people's stuff, so.
True.
I still want to know where Tom found this T-shirt at.
Yeah.
I bought it off of social media, Tony.
Did you make it and buy it?
I'll keep an eye out on it, Rosie. Yeah. All right. So, Mr. Tom, anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Oh right, yes, yeah. No. I appreciate that you're having me on to do a chat, a fairly civilized chat at 2 a.m. in the UK. I appreciate anyone in the UK that has actually given us their time. So like Brownie, Rosie, Stefan, for example, Russ Morgan, who is not in the UK, and he wouldn't be here if he was, because he'd be in bed because he's got work, because he's a fucker. Anyway, sorry, Russ. It's not unacceptable. You're. I was about to say back when you're a fucker, but now I'm going to double down on it. How dare you, Russell Morgan? How dare you? Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I
So
hear
I
that.
appreciate the people in America also give us their time, because there's a million things you could be doing instead of this. Sometimes even I was late because I was watching House of the Dragon, for example. Like, I
Is
probably
that good?
shouldn't
Because I
admit
haven't
that.
started. I haven't started that. Is that good?
I don't think it's as good as the first series of it, but at the same time, I'm now ingrained. I can't not watch it.
There's like good payoffs, but it's
Yeah.
not as much meat in there.
Yeah.
Tom would like to say.
Yeah, I did that list that I think I don't know if who showed it or whatever. I did watch Mindhunter. I enjoyed that.
That's very good.
I watched True Detective, but I started with season 4, so I don't know if that was the right thing to do.
That's
Because when I
you,
started season 4 and what I'm seeing now in season 1, I'm like, oh,
you start
Yeah.
on season 1, you finish on season 1.
All right. Yeah, Miss Molina, I'll keep an eye out.
Unless
I'll
you
keep
want
an
to
eye out
watch
on that.
season.
So
Mindhunter was so good, and
we don't need that.
so sad that it didn't get another season too, because it was that FBI crime stuff is just
BX from the Boogie
boring.
Down series. He says the House of
Was
Dragons
it because
awesome.
of the pandemic?
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And by the time they were ready to come back,
Okay, you just woke up.
it was people had moved on to other I guess
Did he fall?
commitment.
Yeah.
Did he fall
And I
asleep
don't
in
watch a lot of
somebody's
shit on
bouncy
TV, but
castle?
that one definitely got my interest, and I loved it.
Yeah.
The guy who played the aggressive fucker, not, you know what I mean, the burly one of the two, was
The drunk?
basically, cut long story short, he ended up playing Kerry Von Erich's dad in the Iron Claw. So yeah, he moved on to other stuff. He was quite good in that, to be fair. Good actor. I remember when he turned up in CSI Miami as like villain of the week. But
Yeah.
still, sorry.
Yeah, there was like
I don't know
if this is the list. There was like a top 50 list of shows to watch, and most of them I had watched, but Mindhunter and True Detective I've not. So got it. Yeah. I enjoyed Mindhunter. True
I've
Detectives is
enjoyed The Boys, the show.
yeah, I enjoy The Boys. Yes, and then the spin-off from that, I like that one as well.
I'm currently watching that.
Baby Reindeer, what?
Gary likes the pixie action.
Yeah.
Have you seen the pixie action yet, Tom?
The what?
The pixie action. Little pixie.
All right.
Since Russ is up, he can take photos for Tom
Oh, that
tonight
was in
for
the
Raw.
first episode when she climbed the penis like a mountain.
Oh, that's right. And the spinoff, yes. So we're gonna get out of here, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed yourself. We'll be back next Monday. Mr. Tom will be doing his show on Thursday, so check out the Phil Nelson. He'll probably be doing the Saturday show. Sounds like, if you guys really hate yourselves, Tony might join.
What do you mean, might join?
You know what, Tom? I think if Bargaff's around next on Sunday or Saturday, we should just do TV show stuff. Keep it real.
Yeah, check out the show on Saturday. When
TV.
I'm away, they get it. You know what? Saturdays is called the road trip. We don't have to talk about football, but that's what's happening when we usually play. So yeah,
just no fucking politics, please.
Yeah.
Even in the chat, no fucking politics.
I'll send you the image, Russ. So
I will say this. People free to talk about what they want, but me personally, I come on these shows to enjoy myself and get away from the bullshit of real life, which is usually the result of political action. So I'd personally appreciate not being surrounded by political action other than jokes about it.
Because we're not taking the bait.
Yeah, no, we didn't really talk about politics much. So there's more than enough. There's more than enough stuff to talk about or nonsense.
Tom quickly forgets that he wanted to do with Joe Biden.
All right, we're gonna head out of here, everyone. Like I said, we'll be back. We'll be back next week. Enjoy the rest of your night and week. Check out the Full Nelson on Thursday. Mr. Tom will be
watch it.
there. Tony will be there. So if you really, like I said, if you're into that kind of stuff, check that out. Of course, Ray will be on with his Thursday night forum, I think. So check that out. And then Saturday, it's Mr. Tom.
That's clever,
Mr. Tom running the
I'm
show.
so fucking tired of fucking
Yeah.
goddamn Joe Hander.
There you go.
I
So we'll check you
believe
guys
Joe
later.
Hendry.
And we're out of here. Everybody say bye-bye.
Tokyo and Paris.
Everybody say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Everybody say
Good
bye-bye.
night, Tommy.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. And
Life is a journey. Don't waste your trip. Enjoy the ride.